Slave DiBiase.
Hold up. Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I should. Oh, let me tell you about this girl. Nah, I ain't gonna do that to y'all, man. Hey, I just wanted to start that off. Salute and rest in peace to the OG D'Angelo, man. You know, I know a lot of y'all were probably today years old when you figured out the song Brown Sugar was not about a woman. You feel me? Brown Sugar was not about a woman, not in the very least. Salute to his family and prayers out to his family. But what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Slave DiBiase, aka Tony Spark, aka Slave Daniel Riches, aka Hooker Fetch My Slippers, aka Hooker Don't Make Me Get Out This Car. And we are here, man, on another live episode of the Offenders Initiative podcast. All my stoneheads and offenders, thank y'all for pulling up, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Showing us that you love what we do, and you know, we do what we do up here. And you could have been anywhere in the world at 420, but you're here with me. So thank y'all again for pulling up. But y'all see the caption, man. The real reason French Montana ran to Dubai. There's a little question mark with that. And battle rapper Tsu Surf exposed by snitching paperwork. This is a little crazy, y'all. This is a little crazy. As a matter of fact, I kind of want to start there first with Tsu Surf. You know, we just plainly gonna react to it or whatever. This is this segment is coming by way of a guy in the battle rap community named Byron Blake. Not really familiar with his work, but we're gonna go ahead and get to it. The paperwork just dropped. Tsu Surf was supposedly in jail for 60 months or something like that for supposedly firearms possession and racketeering and a whole bunch of gang activity and niggatry and fuckery. So he's supposed to be coming home sometime between December and February. And now all of a sudden some paperwork is dropped saying that maybe he might not be the wave no more. They might be calling Tsu Surf the yes man bull. You know, you got the algorithm bull, you got the ain't this the bull. He might be the yes man bull. So we're gonna react to Byron Blake, his segment here that he has about Tsu Surf possibly snitching. I don't know. I'm not a gangster. I don't play out in the street. I don't do none of that. You feel me? Like all that shit lame as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? All that fake ass gangster shit is seriously lame to me. But you know, this is what it gets you. This is all it fucking gets you in jail, and then you gotta tell on niggas so that you don't look fucking crazy. They say snitches stand for sorry nigga, I gotta get home or something like that. Yeah. Sorry nigga, I had to get home. Whatever the fucking yeah. You do all that gangster shit, you're gonna get caught in the middle of the street, you're gonna end up dead or in jail or snitching on somebody. Then when you come home, your name is stained at the very least, or you end up dead anyway because you done snitched on somebody. But yeah, let's get to it, man. Byron Blake. Salute to him and everything that he does. Let's get it.
The news of Tsu Surf cooperating has sent the battle rap community into an uproar. As much as people say they are here for the raps, they are here for the entertainment, they don't care about these people's actual lives, there are some who just cannot wrap their mind around the fact that somebody that they hold in such high regard has done something that the streets look at as such a low thing. Add to that the fact that a lot of the battle rappers that people in the battle rap community, a lot of the figures in the battle rap community that people look to have knowledge on this type of topic seem to be confused themselves and don't know exactly what a plea means when you are talking about a racketeering case. So today We are going to look at the paperwork of one of Tsu Surf's co-defendants as we dive into how Tsu Surf's plea affected him and possibly other co-defendants. I don't want to waste no more time, so let's get right to it. Now, for those of you who have not seen everything, we're going to do a quick recap, right? And we just going to go over Surf's plea, the language of the plea, so y'all can get the point. Now, at line 14 is where they start the factual basis. The judge would begin this by asking Surf from 2015 to around 2020.
My apologies. That was so unprofessional. I should have already had a lighter on me. Bad stoner, bad stoner. Let's get back to it.
Two, was he a member of the Rolling 60s? Did the Rolling 60s operate in New Jersey? Did the Rolling 60s have structure? Did they have procedures and protocols that he was required to follow as a member? And Surf would answer yes to all of these questions. Surf was then asked, did he conspire with two or more members to commit two or more crimes in furtherance of the enterprise? Basically asking him, did he commit crimes with other people to help the status and position of the gang? Surf would answer yes to these questions. Key to this video that you are watching today, Surf was asked, did he conspire with other members to move at least 40 to 60 kilograms of marijuana across state lines? And his answer to that was yes. So he's admitting to conspiring with others. Now, there seem to be a lot of people who believe that this is okay.
Okay. You heard what Byron just said. There's a lot of people that are admitting that this type of behavior is okay. A lot of times, what you'll find these so-called gangster cats, and I'm not calling anybody so-called or whatever, like specifically pinpointing out anybody out, but these so-called gangsters that tell you, well, the shit that I told, notice, you know what I'm saying, this terminology that they're saying, the shit that I told the police, you still use the word told. The shit that I told the police didn't get anybody locked up. I didn't use nobody's name. This is the exact same thing that Gunna did in court with YSL. That boy, they saying that boy Tsu Surf is the yes man boy now. He the yes man. Yeah, man. Is Rolling 60 Crip a gang? Yeah, man. Did you guys make 60 kilograms of marijuana and take it across state line? Yeah, man. You the yes man boy? Yeah, man. You ain't Gunna. Yes man boys. Them boys polite as shit.
Because he did not name anybody specifically, at least not in this moment. So now we gonna move into the effects of Surf's plea. Now, Tsu Surf would enter his plea on April 21st of 2023. Just months later, one of Surf's co-defendants would file a motion asking the courts to dismiss his indictment based on claims that the government had not properly alleged any racketeering activity on his behalf, specifically stating that the government had not identified a single ongoing criminal enterprise with respects to him. Rather, they had only alleged several
All right, hold on. I'm looking at this. It says large quantities of marijuana. Marijuana spelt wrong. I don't know, y'all. Marijuana is spelt wrong. I don't know.
Related acts, and had not provided any direct connection between his criminal activity and the enterprise. There was no connection, according to him, showing that he committed crimes in furtherance of the gang. So it didn't seem that he was disputing the marijuana enterprise, but he was disputing the fact that he sold marijuana in furtherance of the gang. Basically saying, hey, y'all got me with the weed, it's mine. I don't know nothing about no gang stuff. I don't know nothing about doing nothing.
So basically what's being said right now is there's somebody else on the case that was actually continuing to fight the case. Because what's being told to the rest of the general public is that Tsu Surf and the rest of his gang decided to take the same plea so that they all could come home. Now, one might think this might be this could be a tactic like, you know, Surf is the moneymaker. So maybe he takes the plea deal, gets out, He gets to a bag with the music because his music is fire. He still got that Chris Brown joint tucked in the tuck that he still ain't released yet. It's only a matter of time before he gets out and he goes up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Surf gets out and he gets the rest of the team out. Who knows? That might be the play. But again, the moment you're in court doing the yeah, man, the moment you bullying it, yeah, man, you told the judge that they are in fact a gang, everything else falls in place. They don't even need nobody else's name. The fact that you recognize the Rolling 60s, aka the Enterprise, as a gang, that pretty much sold y'all up.
Furtherance.
Meaning this guy that was fighting the case, he can no longer say, well, y'all only caught me for the weed. That was just it. I ain't do nothing else. You just caught me for the weed. I don't know nothing about no gang. Tsu Surf's testimony messes up everything that this dude fighting the case says, because he says y'all are a gang. So somebody lying here. This is filthy work. And look at this. It wholly fails. That just wrong spelling. It just improper grammar. Where's the grammar police?
The gang, these were not gang orders. None of this drug sale stuff is related to gang banging. Specifically stating here, the government has not alleged any hierarchy in the Rolling 60s or how the acts of Mr. Warden, which have no interrelationship with that organization, are RICO predicate acts. Although the proof used to establish the existence of an enterprise and a pattern of racketeering may, in particular cases, coalesce.
Oh, this is Surf's Code D. Somebody else who's on the case with him. Yeah, y'all know I'm high.
Least proof of a pattern of racketeering activity does not necessarily establish the existence of an enterprise. The government has not sufficiently pled that Mr. Warden was employed by or associated with the enterprise, that he participated in either directly or indirectly in the conduct or the affairs of the enterprise, or that he participated through a pattern of racketeering activity. Accordingly, the indictment against him should be dismissed. Long story short, even though many fans and people who claim to be close to the situation,
it can't be dismissed if you done caught me for some shit and I'm saying I have nothing to do with that. We not a gang. We just a group of guys that hang out and play pickleball. No, y'all don't. Y'all a gang because he said so.
Argue that Surf and all of his homies had agreed to plead out and they were going to just accept responsibility for this situation. This guy was still trying to fight. This guy was still saying, hey, I might have had some weed, but it's got nothing to do with no Rolling 60s or no racketeering or RICO. And he was still having his lawyer press that issue. Now, the government will have a chance to respond to this motion. And this is what they had to say. They would start by once again laying out what they believe is the history of the gang and how it migrated from California to New Jersey, establishing a connection between California and New Jersey.
Somebody doing too much talking that they were able to go way back in the history and get the foundation, the building blocks of y'all whole entire organization. And yes, that's the word you have to use with it.
Strictly for the purpose of establishing the fact that these guys are real members. They are actually connected to California. Now, because this guy is accused of being in charge of the drug activity, they would then direct their attention to the enterprise's involvement in drug distribution. And they would state that enterprise members and associates engaged in or controlled drug trafficking and other criminal activities in various neighborhoods and public housing complexes, and as part of the conspiracy. Enterprise members and associates enriched themselves through drug trafficking. For example, because the enterprise controlled certain areas where drugs were sold, members involved in drug distribution, such as Warden, benefited from their association with the enterprise. Warden has worked with enterprise members and associates to distribute controlled substances. Multiple examples of Warden's involvement in drug activity, which constitute predicate acts in furtherance of the enterprise, are detailed in the indictment. For example, as detailed in Overt Act WW, on or about October 6, 2020, Warden and Cox discussed a plan to sell
Warden is the Cody and Cox is supposed to be Tsu Surf.
marijuana with other enterprise associates, as well as a plan to sell t shirts that appear to be related to the enterprise. During this conversation, Cox referred to Warden by his alias, Killer. Further, an enterprise associate stated, well, now that we got this weed all over the place as a unit, let's get all this shit off. And later again, we pretty much have every hood in Newark covered. Each hood should be copping our weed some way, somehow. So basically, as soon as this guy
Yeah, so the 60s was the motherfucking was the plugs around there for the tree. That was it. They wasn't doing nothing major, man. Them niggas was selling tree.
attempted to deny the allegations against him, as soon as he tried to have
Nah,
his
hold
lawyer
on, hold on,
put
hold
in a
on,
motion
hold on.
to
They in jail for tree? Come on, man. Yo, y'all, and they about to legalize shit, bro.
dismiss and say, hey, I ain't do none of that stuff. The stuff that y'all saying y'all got don't connect me to nothing. Those conversations probably wasn't even me. You know, he if he's denying this, then he has to be denying that that's him partaking in the conversation, which is the right thing to do. Make them do their job. Make them go get an IP address. Make them go find out what device the messages came from. Don't just go in.
Agreed. Make them do their fucking job. Y'all gonna have to catch me in the motherfucking billiard parlor with the candlestick in my head, Colonel Mustard. That's the only way you're gonna catch me, goddammit. I'm gonna make you do your job.
Here and say, yeah, oh, you got me. You know, but as soon as he attempted to do that, they referred to his conversation with Surf. And as we know, Surf had already gone in front of the judge and said this: from 2015 to on or around September 22nd, 2022, Mr. Cox, were you a member of the Rolling 60s? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, man.
And did the Rolling 60s operate in the District of New Jersey? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, man.
Additionally, during the previous mentioned time, did you knowingly and intentionally conspire with other members and associates of the enterprise to distribute and possess with intent to distribute at least 40 but less than 60 kilograms of marijuana across state lines? Yes, ma'am.
Everybody going to jail now. Jail. That right there. You sent everybody to prison because all they have to do is say, are you or are you not a member of the Rolling 60s Crip working out of Newark, aka the Enterprise? Yes, that ties all of y'all into what he just said. Everybody goes down. Jail. But we're questioning if this is snitching or not. I don't know a lot about these battle rappers or whatever, and I could give a fuck about what they do in their real time. It's looking like from looking at the paperwork right here, like your boy was really out in them streets or whatever. He was really living his raps. But all of that, from what I was told by OGs, all of that shit gets erased. You could do a bunch of cool, fly shit, gangster shit in the street. All that shit gets erased once you tell on your friends.
So basically, he was left no out by Tsu Surf. By Surf going in and admitting to everything, and this person being directly involved in those conversations and charged with crimes related to those conversations, Surf incriminated him. And while he was attempting to get out of the situation, they were throwing back in his face, yeah, we got these conversations with you and Mr. Cox. And yeah, Mr. Cox has already came in, raised his right hand, sworn to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and told us that everything that we think happened in those messages actually happened. He's already pled guilty. He got his 50 months and he's on up the road.
He
That's
pled
how it
guilty.
went. Now, there are going to be some smart guys who
Oh. Imagine being the guy listening to that. And you think about everything that you and your partner done did all up until that moment. It never would have went in the back of your mind. You wouldn't have never let that creep in the back of your mind that dude would actually tell on you so that he could go home and that you could stay in this bitch longer. Man, your heart gotta drop. Your heart gotta drop, bruh.
Oh, Surf could have came back and pled the fifth. You cannot. The Fifth Amendment is a protection against self-incrimination. If you have already admitted to the crimes, pleaded guilty to the crimes, then there is no potential punishment waiting for you by admitting to this. So there is no self-incrimination. You already self-incriminated when you pleaded guilty. So if this had gone to trial, they would have called Surf in to testify against him. If he would have got on there and said, hey, I ain't do none of this and took it to trial, Surf would have been required to come back and testify against him or face.
Imagine he went ahead and tried him and said, it's time to go to trial. It's time to go to trial. It's time to go to trial. You know what I'm saying? Imagine he took that bitch to trial. You know what I'm saying? Take this bitch to trial. And then Surf would have walked in there and stood on the stand on him, bro. Imagine seeing that. You turn the movie off because you already know how that shit finna end.
Penalties for perjury, contempt of court, obstruction of justice, among other.
That's like seeing Romeo when Omarion and them was supposed to dance off against the other team, and he went and slid with Wade and them boys, and he had the different dance moves, and he told him the dance moves. He said he gonna get his, Sonny gonna get his. Yeah, that's like Sonny walking in the room and taking a stand on you, bro. It's nasty work.
Other things probably would have affected his deal. If we being honest, it probably would have affected his deal some kind of way. But for sure, we know that this guy did not say, hey, yeah, go on in there and tell him everything was real, because he's still trying to fight the situation. Now, I'm not in their head. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the case. I know the Tsu Surf fans and the groupies mad at me. But listen, bro, I didn't type the paperwork. I didn't answer none of these questions. I wasn't in the courtroom. I'm just giving y'all my observation of the paperwork based on my experience in the system and my experience with law. Surf doesn't have the same experiences as me. Not saying I'm more experienced. I'm just saying he doesn't have the same experiences as me. Nobody in life does. So
hearing everything y'all done heard so far, man. Y'all tell me how y'all feeling out there in them comments, man. Along with I'm being so rude, please tell me the strain of the day, bro. We cooling out again. I done mixed everything all up in the blunt. Lemon shizness, black cherry runts, emerald runts, hash burger. It's all sitting in this blunt, man. You know what I'm saying? With this paper. We just getting lit. But yeah, man. Again, thank y'all for pulling up. Tell me how y'all feeling so far with everything you done heard with the paperwork. Is Tsu Surf the yes man bull now? Yeah, man. Is he the yes man bull? I don't know, man.
So I can't say that he knew all of this stuff. I can't say that he knew this about the law and knew that they would come back and use this against him. I can't say that. But what I can say is that's what they did. So many people jump to these guys' defense without actually doing, like I say, nobody does their own due diligence. Everybody's saying, if he told how is he on the yard in the pen, they would have ran him off the yard. No, they won't. They letting them walk around in there just like they letting them walk around out here. It's very few places where they actually, standing on that. And
see, that lets you know right there that the streets is dead. Now I'm gonna show y'all something. After this is done, I'm gonna show y'all what got this whole talk even being talked about. Tsu Surf supposedly being a snitch. I don't know if he's a snitch or not. I'm not in court. I'm not in the street. I'm not a Crip or a Blood. I'm not a gangster, man. I just smoke my tree on be off talking in the cup by myself, looking at all the chaos that you fucking humans endure.
And in this case, dude, a celebrity. So nobody want to go, nobody want to be the person that get the prison put on lockdown and get everybody's stuff took and going through all of this extra stuff because you touched a high profile inmate. If you ain't stuck down there for life and got offended by something, chances is they gonna ignore him. It's like he not even there because he gonna be gone soon. It's guys that been there for 10 years and got 40 more years to go. They not paying attention to him coming and going like that.
Now again, when Gunna got home, everybody was calling him a rat. Slime finally came home and basically said Gunna a rat. Then it turned out Slime was in the was in the little room talking to them folks too. Everybody told on everybody. The streets is dead, bro. The streets is dead. If this ain't a situation that don't prove it, this is another chapter in the Yes Ma'am saga.
If you ever did a bid, like a real bid where you was around some guys that had life, 50 years, stuff like that, then you know is a huge difference between the way they engage with each other and the way that they engage with short timers. You a short timer, you can damn near have any type of paperwork or case as long as you keep
that shit so lame to me, bro. Think about all the shit that niggas probably did together. We done shot at niggas or whatever the case may be. You might even caught a hack or whatever the case may be. And it's a possibility. This nigga told them folks. Heartbreaking, man.
your head low and stay out of the way because nobody look at you as a factor in that situation. But I had to bring y'all this one, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube stuff. I appreciate y'all tuning in.
All right, that's the boy Byron Blake's little segment on Tsu Surf. Supposedly his paperwork coming back that he ain't do everything clean. He ain't do it the right way. That's what they saying. Now you know, crabs in a barrel mentality. Folks always try and get you up out of here right when you about to make it to the top. Now I want to say that blog was dropped maybe about 3 months ago. This might look like a setup hit, but that black and white don't lie. Black and white don't lie, do it. Y'all tell me in the comments, Newark, what's up? Y'all tell me in the comments, man. I mean, I don't really care. You're home. You know what I'm saying? Drop that Chris Brown song. But at the same time, you're home because you told on somebody else. You were selfish. Yeah. That's really all I got to say about that. But yeah, on another note, we got the boy French Montana. Yo. Y'all seen he's supposed to have been married to this little the little princess at Dubai and all that, right? And he's out in Dubai just kicking it. Amazingly, when Diddy's going to jail and all of that. There's something a little fishy with that. And I think we might have somebody that might be on to something. Who knows? Hold up. All right. This is one we're gonna react to, man. Hey, I hope y'all still smoking, man. I'm still smoking. I still got some papers rolled up, so let's get it done. If you're done with your blunt, roll up another one. You feel me? And another one. All right. Let's check this out. This content is by way of the Urban Noir. Please give them a subscribe and a like. Let's check out what they had to say on this says Cat Williams reveals why Fresh Montana ran to the Dubai King. Hold on, man. Let's see.
Good morning, buddy. Good morning, America. How are you feeling today? Ramadan done. The Celly, we right here, baby. We gonna make some magic tonight?
We caught HIV like having like a lot of women.
Now does everything, knowing what we know about Diddy now, does everything he say that we've ever wondered about is now all everything suspect now? That's messed up.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
I was trying to catch flashbacks because I don't really remember nothing like before 2019 like that.
Oh,
So I just,
why you don't remember now?
cause that was the year like I really stopped drinking. So it's like, you know, we used to have a lot of wild nights in LA.
Ass clenching nights.
Not French Montana running.
Oh, wait. You a grown man and you getting drunk to the point where you don't remember nothing? And you in a room full of people you don't know like that? Yeah, some stuff happened to that boy French.
To the king of Dubai to save him after the feds found incriminating evidence of him allegedly touching on lil kids at those freak-offs.
Whoa! I was not ready for that. Somebody slid this across my desk, y'all, and said I should take a look at this. I was not ready for that. Allegedly, we don't know what the hell, French. Oh man, hold on.
Comes after French got engaged to the Dubai princess. Word on the street is he only got engaged to her to get permanent residency in the country and immunity against American authorities. It turns out that the only reason Diddy gave French a recording deal was because French was getting his cheeks clapped and participating in those wild King night parties.
When him and oh, come on now, that's not right.
Our guest would go to a hotel room or be at his home, his bedroom, and they would have intimate gatherings. I would have to go and prep that hotel room, which consisted of baby oil, Astroglide, candles, incense, liquor, lights, tons of toiletries.
Cat Williams has been on Diddy's neck for a long time, and now he is going in on French.
So we just gonna act like, see, and this is what I'm saying. So you was cool putting the room together, you nut ass freak boy. You was cool with putting the Astroglide next to the baby Earl with the toys and all. You was cool with putting that whole room together on some home decor type shit when it was cool. You was cool doing that shit. Now that it's not cool, now you want to have your whole ass on 60 Minutes. People are evil, bro. Anything for a come up.
French too for knowing about Diddy's shenanigans and still sticking around to be a part of it. Folks even went as far as digging up multiple receipts that show French in pain and barely able to stand straight after one of those wild nights with Diddy. In fact, a video went viral.
Whoa, hold up. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon, ma'am.
As digging up multiple receipts that show French in pain and barely able to stand straight after one of those wild nights with Diddy. In fact, a video went viral after Diddy's arrest, and it showed Diddy wishing French a happy birthday after they spent the previous night alone in their own private villa. Diddy was wearing a robe and French was shirtless. It doesn't take much for you to peep how exhausted and worn out French looked in that video. Folks believe Diddy kept that poor man up all night, tearing him up, and then decided to treat him to a nice little birthday.
Oh, okay. The urban noir. That is enough. yeah, Betty.
They surprised.
Now, the Diddler was, wishing him a happy birthday, but I want you to listen to what the Diddler said after he wished French Montana a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, homie. For me? Yeah, you.
Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us. Yeah.
Now, Diddy, what did you mean about it's a special day for the both of us? Why is he sitting down at the dinner table with no shirt on? The Diddler come with a robe on. I've never been around no men in my life with walking around in their robes like that. You know what I'm saying? Most men, if they're going to do that, they with their woman. They on vacation doing something with their woman, but not with no other men. That's first and foremost.
Now, hold on.
Most people don't sit at the dinner table with their shirt off.
Hold on. We don't know. There could have been women there. So trying to shoot them some bail. There might have been women there. Hold on.
So when we know how to,
I didn't see none, but
Diddler gets down. I mean, shoot, you have a tape of you and French Montana, Diddy. Hey, I'm just asking because that's how you get down, sir. We all know that's how you get down. A lot of people are afraid about them Diddy tapes coming out.
One person said, French got it in the cheeks too. He knows what Diddy is capable of. Right after this Lil birthday getaway, Diddy gave French his own Ciroc flavor called the Ciroc French Vanilla. At the time, folks didn't think much of it, but looking back, they believe that this was his gift to French for being a good boy toy. I'm not saying nothing happened between these two, but this is the day after French got his own Ciroc flavor, shaking my head. And as if that wasn't enough, another—
That's nasty. That's not why he got his own liquor. He's a businessman. Y'all are just wrong.
Photo went viral right after this, and it showed Diddy and French seemingly rubbing their private parts against each other.
I'm sorry, what? Nah. We not. You know what? There's girls there. Y'all chose to do that, right? Okay, right. All right. I mean, okay, cool.
His wood against Diddy's baby oil cheeks, while Diddy just lies on the floor and takes it with a huge smile on his face. But the mess didn't stop there, y'all. After CNN leaked that hotel CCTV footage of Diddy putting hands on Cassie, music producer Prince made a post accusing Diddy of trying to force him into a freak-off. Apparently, he was supposed to get into a record deal with Diddy around the same time French was getting signed to Bad Boy, but after Diddy tried to get him to indulge in some freak-off mess, he turned the offer down, and Diddy retaliated by blackballing him. And he said, I told everybody that Diddy was a band back in 2011 when he took a pass at me over the French Montana deal. No one believed me. Diddy tried to blackball me because I didn't suck his wood.
Whoa! What is going on, man? Yeah, I used to call myself wanting to be a singer and wanting to be in the motherfucking music business. I'm so glad I didn't really pursue that shit, because what the fuck?
Before investigating, he didn't know my roots with the music industry and Suge Knight. What goes around comes around, and I'm still here. MF. Y'all seen the videos today? Y'all should have listened to Tupac. He continued, 13 years have been exposing this man, Diddy. No one believed me till now. At that time, when you were my age, looking as good as I did, ish, he wanted my butt, but homeboy didn't know I don't get down with none of that ish. So now, the question everyone is asking is, what did French do to get his deal? Because if Diddy was asking this man to get on his knees and give him that sloppy, then chances are—
Jesus Christ, the urban war. Come on, man. There are children here.
He also made French do it. And with all those videos of him and French on the internet, folks are convinced he bent over for Diddy for that deal. In fact, Cat Williams slammed French Montana a while back when he said he had to turn down $50 million from Diddy 4 times just to protect his virgin hole. Apparently, he was supposed to work with Diddy on a couple of things a while back, but just like what Diddy reportedly did to French, he wanted Cat to do something else every time, and he wasn't going for any of that. Cat said in 30 years, all he's done is collect incriminating evidence on Diddy and the people who have allowed him to have his way with them. And word on the street is French Montana is on that list too.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone.
What's creepy is just the world has gotten weirder and weirder and stranger ever since this interview. More shit has just come out.
Who takes that the wrong way know why they take it the wrong way. Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that, I value that, I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. I had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right.
It may sound funny, but he was being for real.
Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
I need to know. You here, get your.
Cat said after this encounter with Diddy, he started side-eyeing other people like French Montana who are so closely affiliated to Diddy, because if he was trying to get with him, then he knows for sure that Diddy tried to get with those other people too, and they probably said yes.
He offered to suck my in front of all my people at my
Jesus Christ, man. That interview is still full of haymakers and wows and man, what the hell? Boy, hell no.
Agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there.
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down.
French later revealed in an interview that when he got into his desk with Diddy, he also had offers from other labels, including Jay-Z and Kanye West, but he still chose to go with Diddy. Mind you, Diddy has a long gravy record of giving folks awful deals and covering it up by distracting them with endless parties and freak-offs. So the fact that he still chose Diddy made people believe that maybe that is the exact mess he wanted to be involved in.
About the various deals that were on the table. It was like Puffy had a deal on the table, Kanye had a deal on the table, Rock Nation
Jay-Z
had a deal on the table, and
I don't know. French Montana over there with The Rock would have been fire. Yeah. French Montana over there with The Rock would have been fire. Or over there on with Kanye. He might have stepped his pen up and sounded a little bit better in certain situations with Kanye.
you have real deals on the table, and out of all those, you go with Diddy.
That's not how it really went.
Was it Diddy? Was it Bad Boy MMG?
Yeah, I went to go see Ross, and Ross was like, I got an opportunity for you. I don't have the money for you, but I got the opportunity. I guess because the same thing Meek did, the same thing Wale.
I got an opportunity for you.
He did. I guess whatever the way the situation, his label was, he wasn't trying to give me the money I wanted, and I wanted like a whole bunch of money. But he was like, look, let's do it like this. Let's call Puff, and let's get him to give you the bag. You can still be MMG / you know what I'm saying? Bad Boy, Coke Boys, yep.
Right. How much money did you get?
$2 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
From Puff?
From Interscope.
Interscope.
Yeah.
Bad Boy.
Yeah.
They gave him $2 million. You got $2 million from Puff and think you just walked away without grabbing your ankles? From what we know, I think the fuck not.
MMG, the whole shit.
Now, this is where things get dark because word on the street is the feds are drafting up their evidence against him in association with Diddy. Apparently, this is why French is getting married to the Dubai princess Sheikha Mara. It turns out that he is only getting engaged to her so he can permanently relocate to Dubai and get immunity when the American authorities come for him. It's unclear where all this tea is coming from, but baby, Cat Williams is right in there with the folks accusing French of this. According to TMZ, they started dating in 2024 and they got engaged back in June during Paris Fashion Week. And get this, Sheikha's family is reportedly worth over $18 billion. So
Damn.
Not only is French going to make...
The fuck? What you mean? $18 billion? She got money. Man, I'm not coming back to America. The fuck? I'll be over there too. But that whole touching little kids and them freak offs, if that come out, he's done.
way more money for simply being married to this girl than he has ever made in his career, but they will make sure his mess with Diddy doesn't come out since that'll be a stain on their family as well. One person said he know Diddy getting out, he had to find people with higher wealth. Another person said, Diddy is wild, the way he treats grown men like children and them, the way he gives them power by appointing them daddy so they go with it because they feel like they're in power. R.I.P. all those boys' cheeks. But now I want to know your thoughts.
Come on, man. Yeah, the internet is undefeated.
What do you think about French allegedly getting clapped by Diddy? And do you really believe that he is only getting married to the Princess of Dubai to save himself? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other...
The Urban Noir, y'all, check them out. They are highly inappropriate. I love it, though. I don't know. Your man running all the way to Dubai because he might be caught on one of them tapes. That's gonna be nasty work. If it does come out, if he never comes back, then we already know exactly what's going on. That's all I'm saying. If he doesn't come back, we already know exactly what's going on. But y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think is going on, man. You got your boy Tsu Surf. Is he the yes man bull? You know? And French Montana. Should he just stay in Dubai with the allegations that he got against him? Y'all tell me later, man. This was a great sesh. I'm high as fuck. It's time to go. Hey, this has been another one. The Offenders Initiative Podcast. It's your boy Slave DiBiase, man. Y'all, I'm out, y'all. Be easy. Good looking for pulling up.